Hello, good evening, welcome one and all. It is it is time for a new stream. Romagoro, yes, tonight is number 4. That is correct. This is our fourth Final Fantasy VII remake stream. Carrying on from last night, both of the VODs are uploading to YouTube from last night and the night before. Episode 2 has been going all day. I expected it to be done by now. It's not. Episode 3 is working its way through. Yeah, it's March Madness, or March Madness again. I've reverted the title. March Madness is catchier. Also, there's a goose outside. I imagine you can't hear it right now, but from the time that I, faded out the go live music until the time that I went live, all I could hear from over that way in my, in my living room, because I guess the patio door is cracked open for airflow. All I can hear is honk, 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 honk. There's, I don't know. There's not a nest out there that I can see, but there was a goose that just, yeah, he just got himself situated there around 4 a.m. and let loose all morning. And he's back! Hooray! I'm so thrilled. I don't know why he decided to make that patio his honk turf. But there are 2 dogs that live in that apartment that have run of the patio. So that goose is going to have a bad time at some point. Unless he somehow made friends with the dogs. Meg just stumbled into my view laughing like crazy.
They're fighting on the roof of the restaurant.
Sorry?
There's a group of geese fighting on the roof.
Oh, is that what's going on? Okay, apparently there's a restaurant outside our door. And apparently there is a whole gaggle of geese having, a gang fight. Full-blown, when you're a jet dance fight going on out there, I guess. Just geese. What you got beef with? What you got beef with? So, yeah. Keep your ears sharp for that through the stream. But conveniently, we have our nice little goose command. So anytime you hear a honk make its way through the game audio, you can just hammer that command, and it'll be great. It'll give you something to entertain yourselves with. I've heard no honks for the last 5 seconds. Yeah, I don't imagine they'll actually come through. So, Final Fantasy VII is the game we're going to play. The remake. The remake of Final Fantasy VII. But first, we have our daily tradition. Everybody prepare your ear holes as I prepare my beer holes. Here we go. Ah, yeah. Tonight, we're drinking a Driftwood Brewing Raised by Wolves IPA, which is green, as every can apparently is wont to be, and so keys out significantly. This evening, we have... Let's read it. Born of Euconaut hops and raised under the influence of Saccharomyces Trois, This beast has developed a taste for mango, citrus, and melon with a nose to match. Hear the call. This one was abandoned to the wild. 7% by volume. It contains water, barley, hops, and yeast, and is unfiltered. How unfiltered is it? Well, I guess we'll find out. That's pretty good. Yeah, I like it. It's hoppy, but not too hoppy. It's got wolves on it. Wait, Matt, you mean you don't have that painted as a mural on your wall? Who'd have thought, right? But no, using the illusion of, like, Hollywood magic, I have replaced my rear wall with this sweet Firewatch scene. I'm pretty sure it's from Firewatch. This is my desktop background, which is why it's my streaming background. It's this is the image that I keep on my computer desktop. All right, so let's get on with video games, shall we? This is more or less where we left off last night, having a dance party, the Gold Saucer theme. Okay, let's figure out jobs. So, jobs. We got kids on patrol. One of the Leaf House teachers, Ms. Folia, is in a bit of a bind. Ms. Folia, hey? Hear what she has to say. We got a frightened man is seeking help on Station Way. We have cleared the mysterious Moogle merchant. Yeah, the only problem with using a background... Sorry, I'm going to go back to myself here. The only problem with using a background that's, like, so obviously purple and orange is that it makes the little bit of, like, green light that reflects off of my background super apparent. And if I had a greener-looking streaming background, it would probably be less apparent. But such is life. Oh, okay, we only actually have 2 jobs to do here. I was expecting there to be more jobs, but such is life in 2020. Let's get out of here. Oh, right. Hi, and welcome to the stream of professional Twitch streamer Matthew Wiggins. Always remembering to hit the correct command and make sure that you can see everything that's going on. So, as I was saying, there are 2 jobs. There are 2. And we're going to go explore them. Let's do those jobs. Like this guy. Hey, guy.
Any mercs around?
Yeah, I'm a mercenary.
Shinra weapons are on the rampage. 5 of them, like floating eyeballs. I saw them wander off into the scrap.
I
But
think
if they
I
come
know
back into
those.
Town, it'd be a disaster. We need someone who's willing and able to fight.
Sounds like us.
I'll handle it.
You will? Oh man, you're the best. I could hear them shouting "intruder detected" or some other nonsense when they floated off.
But they're
Careful,
the
they look
intruders.
dangerous.
We are not the intruders. Alright, where am I going? All the way up there. But we're taking a right. Cool. Also, there was a thing I wanted to check. But I don't remember what it was. Can I need to figure out if I have the... Is the counterattack unique to the other weapon? Because I think it is. Or is it just in Punisher mode? It's unique to Punisher mode. That's what it is. Okay. Oh, you think I can go back to the church now? Where's the church? The church is all the way back there. Okay, well, we have the shortcut in this area, so we can do that since we're headed this way anyhow. Okay, I was briefly worried that the counterattack was unique to the other sword, which has a lower attack, but if it had the counterattack ability, I would probably, like, use that. But if I can counterattack with this weapon too, then I'll just leave this one on. Because it hits harder. That seems vaguely like a unique enemy, doesn't it? It's blue. Hello, G-Dwarf, how are you? Intruder alert. Oh. Why did it go left along the top of the screen if it was actually hiding over here? Ah, this is that battle arena that we looked at and couldn't... Oh, no. That's that battle arena. All right, well... Why is my goal over here? I'm not on that one. I'm on this one. The man claims to have been attacked by 5 pieces of defective Shinra heavy armor in the scrapyard back alley. Search every corner, including back alleyways and dead ends, and find and destroy them all. Okay, so they're just round and about. Hey, Mark II Mono Drive B. Ooh. Nope, not steal. Assess.
Allow me.
Alright. They're assessed. They are resistant to physical attacks until pelted with magic. The stream is choppy, you tell me. Oh, so it is. This happened previously, so I can fix it, but it's going to require me to take the stream offline for a moment. So I'm going to do that. So hang tight. I'll be right back. We won't be long. We'll come back to this fight. I should probably pause, though. Yeah, the only way to solve this is going to be to reboot, but it's fine. My computer is on an SSD. It'll go quick. Hang tight a sec. I will be right, if I can hit the right command. Hang tight a sec. I will be right back. Hello again. Ah, my face is all washed out because I forgot to load Logitech's software. There we go. Now everything's fine. That's always the one thing. It doesn't automatically start when the system boots up, but it is required in order to have my video configuration hold, except that it always sets focus to auto, which I'm fixing now. You can hear me, hey? You there? Everybody there? You all there? I know I saw Kusunoki and Diabore in chat. Loud and clear. Alright, cool. Let's see how choppy it is now. Oh, look at that. Buttery smooth. We fixed it, except for where the camera clips through a wall. So that's all good and fine.
Go on.
Spells, fire, you.
Calling fire.
Abilities. Arcane Ward, Cloud,
More magic.
spells, fire, Mono Drive,
Need a light.
spells, Fire. I don't know, Mono Drive, why not?
Burn.
Oh, did I kill it? Looks like I might have. Oh, not quite. Okay, let's lock on to Monodrive D. Where are you, buddy? Oh, there it is. Ask and ye shall receive.
Time to burn.
Wow. Okay, that's just rude. I do actually have another staff, but I can't re-equip it yet. Okay, that's just immune. Where's the other one gone?
Okay.
Gotta be careful.
Fool me once.
Go on.
Well, let's just hit this thing a lot.
That's it.
There we go.
Shit.
Okay, there we go. 2 eliminated.
That's over.
Me too. That fight was the pits. Material and equipment. Aerith. We're gonna replace your guard stick with a silver staff. Reslot materia. Oh, hey, we got more stuff. Leather bracer. Oh, wait a second. Leather bracer. Good defense, low magic defense. Okay, let us also upgrade weapons. Cloud's got a lot to work with here. Okay, Silver Staff Core. We've got Magic Attack Power, Max HP, or Max MP, new materia slot. We have Fire damage, Ice damage, Lightning damage, Wind damage. Alright, cool. Let's just rip through it, I guess. I think I do want the new materia slot. Hello, the Caterpillar. Thank you very much for the sub. Welcome. 10. So I get to choose one here. Fire, wind, fire, water, heart. Go lightning. Still not caught up to me, so bye again. Alright, so long, Safety, but thank you for stopping in to say hello. Cloud. Buster Sword. 19. So many points. Punisher mode, strong attack, damage, 5% boost. Well, I've been using Punisher mode a lot more, so I should probably take that. Since I'm here, I skipped that originally because I was not using a lot of Punisher mode, but now I am. What do we got over here? Attack power plus 16! Hot. Yes, I would like plus 16 attack power. Mission accomplished. Alright, cool. We should also do the Iron Blade while I'm here. This has got 27. Physical damage reduction, physical defense, max HP, limit break, 5% boost, self-healing, 50% boost with low HP. That could come in handy. What is trade-off? Recover MP when receiving significant. Uh-huh. I want that too. Or I guess I will want that eventually. Let's double check to make sure the Cloud has the strongest attacking weapon available. He does. Alright, cool. We can proceed. Where's the exit? This way. Up this path and to the right.
Try to stay
Oh,
behind.
some gorgers.
I can cover your back. Go on.
Right out of the gate.
See ya.
What killed them all there? Yeah, I imagine going back and forth between Graham and I has been quite the adventure. I super duper want to replay the original now. Although, truth be told, I've been looking into trying to figure out if it's feasible to do a Crisis Core stream at some point without emulating it.
No holding back.
Get him.
Triple slash, sure, let's just hit them all.
That's it. And catch.
Spells, cure, me.
There.
Well, that's not how I expected cure to look.
Won't last long.
Stay strong, okay?
Not looking good.
There we go. Okay. That's better. Was that the first time I've used Cure? No. I was making a joke about the fact that I selected Cure and then immediately blew up.
This might be it. Just a little should help. Get him! Go on!
Gotta be careful.
Alright, fine, game. I'll listen to the cues you're giving me and actually do the things you want me to do.
Second wind. Get ready.
Okay, that one's dead. Or it's not.
Enough.
These things are ridiculously durable.
It's over.
Spells. Fire. Let's try it again. Pelt it with spells. Oh, that actually just killed
Gotta
it.
heal
Alright.
first.
Calling fire.
I brought Cloud back to the Buster Sword because the Buster Sword has a higher attack rating. I don't want to return to the Scared Man. This one has a better attack rating than the other sword does, and I've already learned the ability off the other sword, so right now I have the option of just choosing which one I want to use. Alright, let's see if we can go back to the church. Find out what that materia was that we had to leave behind the first time.
Leave this to me.
Well, what are we leaving me? What are we fighting? Oh, okay, these guys. Hey, friends.
It's over. That's that. Seriously?
Ah, some were-rats!
That's it.
Enough.
Go
Nobody
on.
ever wants to know why rats.
Nothing to it.
How many would you like?
Okay, where are we? So we run through the train station, and then it's a linear path all the way.
Would you like a bowl of Mars? Look at all
Oh, we already have the Kate Sith theme, so that's fine. Thanks, Avalanche. Who needs trains? Oh, what music is this? Good music. Highly recognizable Final Fantasy VII music is what this is. We're almost there now. Almost there. Almost there. Cloud, you've turned off your targeting computer. Is everything all right? Ah, there it is. Hello, materia. A chakra materia. All right, cool. Is there anything up these stairs that we should be aware of? Nope. Sure ain't. How did I manage to get back into the church? I walked into the door. There were pews at one point, but I think we broke them. Yeah. How did I get up here from the other side? I got up here from over there. Yes, Aerith did ask us not to fight on the flowers. Oh right, I can't do anything here either. This church is a maze! There we go. Okay, she doesn't seem to mind if we walk across the... Alright, cool. Well, that's neat. Alright, let's go turn in our job, our first job. Because we have a second job. Hey, crates. Crates no more. Ah, there's more crates in here, too. Crates. More crates. Anything interesting up here? Probably not.
Staff, and they're not going to send us more help.
Finch. Oh. I'm not sure if you're being sarcastic there, Russer Butter. Is that a thing I can do? Can I just go into the talk screen and head home? Or into the task screen and head home? No. Okay, no, you were being serious. That would be a nice little quality of life UI thing, wouldn't it?
The reactor just went up and for patrolling.
No, I don't want to go back right this second, but I do want to go back at some point. Can I select it? Why is there a chest here that I haven't opened? How did I miss that the first time?
Just one night in Walmart and I'm broke.
Where am I? Am I even headed the right way? I am, okay. Oh, I never went through there. Ah, well that explains it. That was a mithril armlet. Is that as good, better, or worse than what I'm presently wearing? Okay, would be very good for Aerith, which is why she's wearing it already, of course. Hey, bud. I like his pink shorts.
You got them all, right? Robots from the reactor getting lost in the slums. Must be because of the explosion up top, huh?
Must
They
be.
must have thought they were protecting the reactor and figured I was trespassing on their turf or something.
Maybe.
Almost feel sorry for him, getting all lost and confused like that. Oh, what am I saying? Man or machine? Shinra bitches get what they deserve.
Now hold on.
Anyway, I think it's safe to say our work here is finished. If you're ever in the market for a merc again, remember, you can count on Cloud.
Sure. And sorry about putting this on you all of a sudden. I'm really glad you were willing to help out, though. Thanks again. Actually, while you're here, I've got another favor to ask.
Of course you do.
There's this old guy who hangs out in front of the weapons shop. I think he might need your help. Would you mind talking to him?
Ooh, a pair of protective boots obtained. What does a pair of protective boots do? Protective boots. They suck, is what they do. Oh, become immune to slow and stop. Hello, friend.
Oh, I know you. You must be that mercenary. I have a problem. It's the anniversary of my wife's death, and I wanted to visit her grave. But I can't because some creatures have turned the graveyard into their nest. Could you do me a favor and go there in my stead? She shouldn't be alone today.
It'll cost you.
That's fine, that's fine. The graveyard's right by the head of the river. But I heard they put a new gate in recently to replace the old broken one. Now that those creatures have moved in, I'm sure it's locked up tight.
Didn't we buy a graveyard key off Moggy? I think we did.
We surely did. I should probably go check in on the school as well, or the orphanage, or whatever the heck it is. Leaf House.
Aerith, you're back! Come, look what we've done with the flowers! Lovely, don't you think?
Great job. It's wonderful.
I can't see the
Isn't it?
flowers. Where are they?
Oh, I nearly forgot. I saw some Shinra suit walking toward your house a little while ago. He was dressed all in black. A little scary looking.
Oh, it's the Chocobo. Is it the Chocobo mural they made the flowers into? It does appear to be. I like that you can just off in the background hear the Chocobo hip hop that I set playing on the
Oh.
jukebox.
You're that former soldier, aren't you? Cloud, was it?
Former soldier turned problem solver. Are you okay, Miss Folia?
look
I mean, I
upset.
solved problems when I was in Soldier
Yeah,
2.
I am pretty upset. The kids are still off doing patrols, even though it's now time for their lessons. Not a single one of them has come back yet.
Patrols? Is that a Leaf House thing? Something they do to help out?
That's right. In return for the donations we receive, the kids go around town picking up litter, running errands, that kind of thing. I don't suppose you've seen any of them, have you? You see, I have some important plans this evening, and I really need to go and get ready.
Would you like us to go round them up?
That would be wonderful. There are 5 of them out on patrol right now. They all wear homemade swords on their backs, so they should be easy to spot.
Alright. That's kind of cute. Kids on patrol. So we're looking for the kids with the cloud swords.
Riggs gave me a bunch of his favorites.
Go home!
Wow! You're that soldier, right? Can I ask you a super important question? I heard bad people broke the Mako reactor, and there's gonna be another war because of it. Is that true?
Who knows? But isn't there something else you should be worrying about right now?
I forgot about Miss Folia's lesson! I gotta head back to the house.
Good answer, Cloud. Good answer. Hello, kid.
Oh, Cloud? Hey there. How goes the patrol? There's a lot more people on the streets than usual. Maybe because the reactor blew up? Well, you've been keeping a very sharp lookout. But don't you think you're forgetting something important? Oh, Miss Folia's lessons! I gotta get back to the house!
This way, I guess. Let's explore over here. Alright, there's 2. Those are all the kids chasing the cat. Oh, I heard a cute little doggy.
What if you fall and break your neck? Finally got power supposed
How about it? You hungry? That's what you want.
Okay, any more out here? That's Chadley. Oh, wait. I completed a mission for Chadley.
I have to tell you that I'm grateful for all of your help thus far. I've done it. I've developed a new materia.
Okay, what have you developed that's new? Synergy materia. Allows an ally to follow the leader's attack command with an attack from linked materia. Interesting. Well, we'll buy it. Why wouldn't I?
I look forward to receiving all of your future battle intel submissions.
Get your hands on the hottest new set.
Oh, there's a kid with a Buster sword on his back.
Hello, Cloud. Sir, it's a real honor to meet you. I think you soldier guys are awesome. I want to be strong and tough when I grow up, too. You sound very determined. These are dangerous times. A reactor blew up and a bunch of kids lost their friends and families. Who knows what might blow up next? I guess that means more children might be coming to the house soon. And I think the teachers are gonna have a whole lot more work to do.
Speaking of teachers, Miss Folia is looking for you.
Oh man, I completely forgot! I have to get back right now!
The school was the other way, wasn't it? Oh, no, I guess not.
My lights have been on.
Hey there. How goes the patrol? Great. I've been picking up garbage and giving people directions. Plus, I helped an old lady cross the street. You've been busy. It's a normal day for me. Gotta work hard. The house depends on people's donations. Oh no! I'm late! Did you see Miss Folia? Is she mad? Oh, I gotta go! I'm sorry!
Don't apologize to me, kid. Yeah, I was laughing at the same thing. It's like, wait, cross the street? What street? Oh, am I gonna have to rescue the last kid from monsters? That's certainly what it looks like I'm gonna have to do. Kid! Hello, orphan child. Oh, I guess we've been diverted. Oh, there's a bench here. Venomantis, hey? That seems new.
I got your number. All right.
Just go away!
Ow. One day I'll get better at reacting with a guard in time to deal with incoming attacks, but today is not that day. There we go. Oh no, I fell asleep.
Stay back!
Come on. Oh no. Gotta stay. Try me. Don't close your...
Get him!
Alright, note to self, stay out of the clouds.
Keep eyes open.
Bring it, bring it. Oh my god,
Don't close your...
this is the worst.
I'll take care of you.
I won't give up. No holding back. Oh no. Gotta stay. Don't close your...
This fight sucks. What can I do here? I can get canceled in the middle of an attack. That's what I can do.
So tired.
Stay back! Just a little bit.
Going in.
Alright. Let's put this guy to bed, at least. Oh, this one's pressured. Maybe we can get there. Oh, not quite.
Let's finish this. Time to get serious.
Okay, this guy's just gonna die here.
You're out of luck. Here we go. Try me.
But where did that one come from?
Don't close your...
Wakey, wakey. Man, that attack hits like a truck. Okay, now it's dead.
That's that.
This must be it.
Alright, well at least that fight's done.
Hey, you want to say a prayer too?
No thanks. I think you've got it covered.
Return to the old man.
I'm really grateful for what you did.
Ooh, a
Here's your
studded
reward.
bracer.
I owe him a lot, maybe more than I can ever repay. And now I owe you a lot too. I know it's not much, but I hope it makes up for it a little bit.
We paid our respects to your wife, and we took care of those creatures.
Oh, that's such a relief to hear. I can't tell you how much it was weighing on my mind. I was beginning to think I might never be able to visit her grave again. With my bad back and my legs, my whole body's a mess, frankly. I didn't think I could make it past the creatures. But I was prepared to die trying, and then you two came along. Still, I've got to face facts. Creatures or no, I can't keep making these trips.
Don't say that.
This is the graveyard key. Run it back to Moggy.
But I just told you about my legs.
Why don't you just give it back?
Okay. It'll cost you 5,000 gil, though.
5,000?
It's always money with you people. Fine. I won't ask you for anything else. I'll take your damned key and give it to the boy. It's downright depressing. What is the world coming to these days?
Cloud's a bit of a jerk.
Doesn't it? You having fun yet?
Heaps.
Then you can't be afraid to show it more. Don't forget, it's all about service and salesmanship.
I'll leave that to you.
All right, but don't think you can rely on me forever, mister.
Eris, did you not see that exchange
That's
just
good.
now?
Because I command a very good salary.
Oh, hey, we found the last kid, too. Look at that. He was just...
Scared me.
How could I possibly have scared you? You were inspecting my sword.
I've been watching them really close. I'm trying to learn all about the business. You want to open up a shop of your own someday? Yeah, so I can earn lots of money and use it to help the house. The teachers don't like to talk about it, but we know the donations aren't enough to keep things running. But that's a secret, okay? I'm not supposed to tell anyone.
This kid's got a sick
I gotta
faux
go
hawk.
study. That's everyone. Let's go back to the house.
They won't target the
Those avalanche guys. Do I need to Paris? Drop by.
All right, I found your delinquents.
The children finally came back, thanks to you two. You've been a great help. Okay, everyone, come inside. It's time to hit the books.
You guys, the Toad King's back. I saw him near the hideout. We gotta do something about him. The Toad King? A weird, creepy monster we've seen near the hideout lately. He wears a crown and walks around like he owns the place. If he's not a king, he's gotta be monster royalty at least. I bet a soldier could beat him up easy.
Oh, yeah, real easy. But here's the thing. I don't work for free. We're cheap.
But we don't have any money. The watch wouldn't ask for money. But if we ask any other grown-ups for help, they'll find out about the hideout, and that'll be it. We really don't want to lose the hideout. Come on, help us. Oh, and we'll give you some cool treasure if you do. And if that's not enough, I'll pay the rest of your fee once I open my shop. Well, if you won't help, then we'll just have to kill it ourselves.
I'll do it for 3 gil.
Huh?
I'm offering a special discount right now on Toad King jobs. Looks like it's your lucky day.
Awesome! Now that's my kind of bargain. The hideout is the only place that belongs
I like that
to
we've
just
got,
us.
like,
I don't wanna
this
lose
collection
that.
of kids is pretty good. We've got Nailbat Kid. We've got Dictator in Training. We've got Sweet Faux Hawk Shop Owner. We have Velma of the Scooby Gang.
Brave warrior. I'm very sorry, Miss Folia.
It's like quite an eclectic group of fashion choices that
You're
have
all
been made
counting on
here.
me to save our hideout. Don't give up.
Is Zandai casting shade in my direction for having called them delinquents? Like, delinquents? They were literally too busy helping people around town to go to their lessons. Yeah, and as a consequence, they were delinquent. What do you want from me? I don't make the rules.
You know about fat chocobo candy? Wait, what's that? I want to try it. Gimme.
I'll make sure to tell everyone around that you're here to help out. That way, you might get more work.
Tardy, delinquent. They're basically just synonyms.
I want to become strong just like you.
Yes, possibly also truant.
Easy. Get ready.
Go on.
Can I interest any of you in a slice of pie?
You're dead. That's that. Let's go.
Is that how you're treating it? Like I'm not intentionally hyperbolizing.
I've got this.
Don't you mean we've got this?
Enough. Not bad.
Okay, this is a lot of hedgehog pies and not a lot of Toad Kings. How much am I going to dislike the Toad King fight? This is the real question of the day.
See ya. Was never in doubt.
Ah, there it is. I should check. Do I? Oh, I actually am just out of battle intel opportunities.
This isn't a game. Focus.
Abilities. Nope. Assess. Toad King.
Too bad.
The leader of a hedgehog pie pack. Inflicting a certain amount of damage makes it susceptible to staggering. It enhances either itself or its comrades during battle, so target whoever is not currently affected by its powers. Oh no! Sleep status is the pits. What the heck? That is quite bolstered, isn't it?
Go on.
Don't close your.
Ow.
Last one.
Okay, let's back up the bus here for a sec. Live!
Feeling good. No holding back.
Oh my god. They are attacking in the manner of Sonic. He claims to be pressured. Let's get him. Uh-oh, now he's bolstered.
Here we go. No escape. Pay attention.
Oh my god, stop.
Not looking good. Gotcha.
I'm feeling pretty.
Going all out.
Get him, team.
One more shot.
Alright.
That wasn't so bad.
Woof! Return to the Leaf House. Yeah, let's go.
Did you defeat the Toad King?
Yep. Kicked his butt real good.
Did we, though?
Awesome.
I feel
knew
like
you could
it
do
kind of served
Now we
us
don't have to worry about
our
the
own
king and his
butts.
smelly friends. Thank you so much.
Ha!
This is for you. The treasure we promised. It's definitely worth at least 3 gil.
Okay, kids. Playtime's over for now. I've prepared a special assignment for everyone. One that I expect you to finish today. Understood?
Yes. Yes, Miss Folia.
I am thrilled by the fact
I
that we just got the
appreciate you
nail
getting
bat.
rid of the Toad King, by the way.
Wow, Miss Folia. You must know all their secrets.
Oh, if only. Easier said than done. They're always on the move, looking for new adventures, chasing new dreams. All while trying to make the lives of everyone around them just a little bit better. I try to make sure they don't stumble and fall. And when they finally do, I help them back up.
Sounds exhausting.
Sometimes it is. But I want the children to know that until they can stand on their own 2 feet, that I'm here to support them, care for them, love them. That even if we're not actually related, we're still a family. A real family, in all the ways that matter. If I can
Aw.
do that for them, then, well, then maybe I'm making this world a better place.
I know you are.
My predecessor taught me everything I know. I just took up his torch and ran with it, I guess. Not that I'm anything close to what he was. Biggs is one of a kind.
Biggs?
Oh no! I've completely lost track of time!
Do you have somewhere you need to be?
More like a dream I need to fulfill. Thank you again for your help.
I wonder what kind of dream she's chasing tonight.
No idea.
Thanks again for saving our hideout from the king. In return, I let everyone know you guys can join the game as special guests.
Oh, so you just
Want to know
lost.
more? Then come to the hideout.
Also, that kid clearly still has the nail bat, so what nail bat did I get? They have 2 nail bats. Alright. Yeah, 0 materia slots, you were right. Proficiency bonus. Deliver a devastating attack and switch modes in one fluent... Oh, Disorder's pretty cool. Strike with attack or strong attack after switching modes. So it just wants me to switch back and forth a bunch. 65 upgrade points, though. Oh my god, he's wearing it on his back, which is amazing. Sorry, the item description. Nail bat. A crudely reinforced baseball bat designed to beat the living tar out of anything and everything. That's a good description. Nail bat. Nail bat. Okay, so... Ooh, luck plus 5. 3 new materia slots right there. That'll take 30 of my points, though, which is a huge pain, but that does feel like I want it, right? Okay, HP, luck, crit rate, critical damage. There was attack damage, debuff resistance, physical defense, crippling damage, weapon ability. So 8 and 8 is 16. Yeah, I want that. Yeah, I want that. I mean, yeah, I want that. Luck is good. 11, which means I can get one thing, but I can get nothing off of this one. So weapon ability critical hit rate, I can't do. Max HP. 8, 10. Oh, no, just attack damage. There we go. Now how does that look in comparison to the Buster Sword? It is now considerably better than the Buster Sword. Oh no, the Buster Sword is still considerably better than it. Well, that's fine. Cloud. I'm going to do this the easy way. Nail bat. Yes, there we go. I do love, like, that is not baseball bat sized unless Cloud is very small. And we've established that Cloud is 5'8". Sword is a better weapon than a nail bat. Got it. Oh, I didn't even notice the other passive. Where do I even see that? Oh, the ones I skill pointed in. Yeah, with all the critical damage and whatnot. I understand what you mean. I am very smart. It's a wooden bat! It's got a hook. Yeah, he just, like, hooked it into his sweater.
Now that things are starting to settle down a bit, we can finally play Whack-A-Box again.
Whack-A-Box?
It's all thanks to you. Oh yeah, I forgot. There's this tired-looking guy out by the community center, and I heard he was looking for some help.
Alright, so there's another job to take. But how do I play Whack-A-Box? How do I top the Whack-A-Box leaderboard? How do I teach you kids that there's absolutely no point in competing with a mercenary as badass as Cloud when he sweeps the Whack-A-Box leaderboard and puts you all in your place?
Oh, hey, Cloud. You're just in time for our favorite game, Whack-A-Box.
Yes! I do.
Fun. The rules are easy. The person who whacks the most boxes is crowned champion of the hideout. We usually don't let adults play, but since you're cool, we're gonna make a special exception just
Since
for you.
you're cool. A spectral cogwheel? Dang. Did I just cut a promo on some kids? Alright, so welcome to Whack-A-Box with Matthew Wiggins. Resume. This is how you grind Moogle medals. No, that didn't hit at all. Okay, so it looks like the 1,500 point box is maybe not worth my effort. There we go. Braver got the job done. This is straight up just Square being like, oh, look at our physics engine. Ah, there are more boxes behind it. Okay. Well, that would be the wrong button. Punisher mode might do more damage to the big boxes, yeah.
All right.
God, the upper limit here is 30,000. Oh, I'm not going to do it. I stand corrected. You didn't just cut a promo on some kids. You cut a promo on some kids, and then you, a professional fighter, proceeded to beat them at a game they invented.
Holy cow! You crushed it! See? Pretty fun, right? Play with us again, Kay?
I mean, yeah, I'm going to play that again. We're going to switch to the strongest weapon I have and see if that matters. I would like to play again, please.
We'll be here whenever you want to play.
I would like to play right now, please. I have to get a 30,000 point win, so we're going to do it right this second.
No holding back.
I don't know if that hit. Maybe we just slash it a lot. There we go. Okay, that actually is not too bad. Okay, drop Punisher mode and run. Okay, that did look like it hit.
That'll do. No holding back.
Come on, die, boxes, die!
Let's do this.
Oh, well, we're getting there. We're getting better at it. We made it past 20,000.
Only one way to become a whack-a-box master. Whack, whack, whack.
Alright, a Crescent Moon Charm obtained.
Wanna play some whack-a-box?
I do. A spectral cogwheel. I want a spectral cogwheel. I'm starting to feel almost like the 50s are barely even worth it.
All right. This won't take long. Let's do this.
Whoops. I have absolutely no idea what a spectral cogwheel even is, so I don't know if it's useful.
Here we go.
Abilities, Braver. Nope.
Let's get this over with.
Oh, there was another 1,500 point box behind me that I didn't see. This is going very poorly this time. Wait, why are all those boxes knocked over already? Ooh. Whack a box strategy.
We'll be here whenever you feel like playing.
Alright, how to get a Whack-A-Box minigame high score in the Final Fantasy VII Remake. Oh, there's a hard mode. Oh, God. Yeah, triple slash does seem really good, actually.
I want to become strong just like you.
Okay, in normal mode, you need 30,000 points or more to earn the trophy. You'll be awarded a spectral cogwheel for earning a high score in 1 minute 30 seconds. The strategy is to use your abilities wisely. Attack the 50 and 100 point boxes to fill your ATB, then use your abilities in the 1,500 point box. Don't spend much time on 50 point boxes unless it's to fill your ATB. Alright, let me in!
Here whenever you want to play.
Oh, very good, very good. That ATB gauge. No! Wrong ability. Abilities, triple slash. Abilities, triple slash. Whew.
Let's get this over with.
There's a 10-second box over there. I see it.
Here we go.
Abilities, triple slash. Abilities, triple slash. Alright, there, we got to 30,000. Get good, kids.
Come back again soon, okay? Pinky swear?
Great Annihilator!
Wanna play some whack-a-box?
No.
We're always looking for more whack-a-box whackers.
I believe I have sufficiently whacked the boxes at this point. Alright. Cool. So, we're on this quest. A man in front of the community center is in need of some assistance. Talk with him.
He doesn't see me. Be quiet.
I've seen you!
You gonna play with me? You can't catch me!
Do I have enough Moogle medals to get the last skill manuscript? There were multiple skill manuscripts I did not have. I have 5, so I can buy one more. I have to play Whack-a-Box 10 more times.
Thanks, you guys. I've got a whole mountain of Moogle medals now. Soon I'll be able to make everyone here super happy.
That's wonderful. So, like Mog the Moogle, you'll be able to make all our hopes and dreams come true?
Not just yours, Kupo. The wishes of every single person in the slums.
It's a lot of wishes.
Lots of people in Midgard love to collect Moogle medals, you know. They'll pay anything to get their hands on more. I'm using the money to set up more shops all throughout the slums, Kupo. I'm giving jobs to the other kids and making life better for everyone here. And that's how I'll make everyone happy.
That's one way of doing it, Kupo.
And I've got extra happiness for you two.
So what's to stop us from selling directly to these collectors?
Cloud always trying to undercut a chill. Bleh.
Keep your plans
Cloud
to
always
yourself.
trying to find a business opportunity that allows him to undercut the profit margins of a
I
child.
can make the world a happier place.
I'm sure that that child's investment in the long-term success of the slums will definitely come to positive results. Okay, now I don't have to chase the top prize. I can just hit whatever. Triple slash really is the way to go here, isn't it? The idea of like a full tilt, sure, I'll play Whack-A-Box, and then standing there for 90 seconds doing nothing to get the medals is pretty great. Apparently there's a hard mode of Whack-A-Box within this game, but I haven't unlocked it yet. Whoops. Why am I getting extra time? I'm just prolonging my torment. I'm going for a personal high score here. Get it done. No! Ah!
Only one way to become a Whack-A-Box master. Whack, whack, whack.
All right, that's one Google medal, or
Wanna
Google
play some
medal.
Whack-A-Box?
That's one Google medal. Yes, I will play Whack-A-Box. There we go. I have the hiccups. Apologies. There we go. Now we're incremented correctly. This is like maximum grind. All right, I'm throwing games of Whack-A-Box to accumulate 10 Moogle medals AMA. I guess I can hit these ones for fun. What glasses prescription do I use? Okay, so that's actually an interesting question. My eyes are dramatically different in terms of prescription value, and I will talk about it as soon as we get back into the next round.
We'll be here whenever you feel like playing. We'll be here whenever you want to play.
I want to play right now. Yes. There we go. Okay, so my left eye, this one here, is almost normal. Like, I don't know. You can see how disgusting my glasses are now. But my left eye is not very strong at all. That is a negative 0.5. My right eye, however, is much more. You can see there's a much greater degree of distortion there. Also disgusting. Yeah. Ugh. Yeah, now you're sorry asked, aren't you? So my left eye is negative 2.5. So the left eye I can get away without wearing glasses at all. Like if my prescription in both eyes were the same as my left eye, I basically wouldn't need to wear glasses. I can't read the clock on the other side of my apartment. I can just barely read the text on the calendar that's 20 feet away in my left eye. In my right eye, the world is a blur beyond sort of an arm's length. So I could get away with wearing a monocle. Thankfully, the combination of the two is such that I can get away with not wearing glasses. So when I go running, I will take my glasses off so that I don't corrode my glasses with sweat. So that is that's a thing. Thank you, Diabore, for incrementing the whack counter. But yeah, that's my prescription.
Come back again soon, okay? Pinky swear?
Kakazi, you said you had a question, but you asked it in the wrong chat. What was your question? Zendai, your eyesight is about as bad as my left eye. Interesting. So you don't bother with your glasses when you're home. No, we increased... I see that you're joking. We're incrementing the counter for every round of Whack-A-Box I play up to 10, so that when I get to 10, I know I have enough Moogle medals to buy all the skill primers. But I'm just brute forcing it because I don't actually care about the game anymore because I've already won the game. Well, now I'm curious as to what your question was, Kikazi. This actually seems like the opposite of brute forcing it. Well, granted. You know what I mean. Anyhow, we're doing the I'm grinding my way through Whack-A-Box AMA, so feel free to ask your questions that you want answered, and I will answer them, provided they don't overstep any boundaries. Did they not think it would be, or did they think it would be much harder to get 30k points in this, or did they not realize gamers would just grind it given the opportunity? I don't think they intended for someone to sit here and just get 10 Moogle medals.
We'll be here whenever you want to play.
Oh, less a question, more trying to resist the pull of buying Persona 5 Royal. I see. I'm tempted to... so, going back in chat, I'm still so tempted by Persona 5 Royal myself, but I don't need to be spending that much money or time again. That's fair. I started playing Persona 5 and then fell off it almost immediately. And so now I'm like, oh, but I could play Persona 5 Royal. I could spend another $80 on a game that I barely played. How long have I been bearding? I have been growing this since my birthday, which was the 14th of March. So this, I think actually, I have been, this is my, Corin beard, so I've been growing this exactly as long as I haven't been at work. And the last day of work for me was, March 12th. No, sorry, the last day I was actually in the office for work was March 11th. And then we did a 2-day work from home trial on the 12th and the 13th to be like, I wonder, can we like manage work from home as a studio? Is that a thing we can do? And then by Monday we were like, we're just working from home until further notice. Nobody come in. So I've just been letting it grow out. Yeah, Werbo's on it. He's like, I imagine we will continue to find Moogle medals in chests and Shinra boxes. But no, they put a way to grind them right in exchange for just time right next to the place where we spend them.
We'll be here whenever you feel like playing.
But we're almost there, so, we're past the halfway point. Well, we're exactly at the halfway point. So 5 more games of Whack-A-Box to throw, and then we're good to go. Ha! That's a good way to track it, Roman. Is I don't know, I have no idea how long we've been working from home. Wait, I do. Tomorrow is the end of a sprint, and we've been working from home for 2 sprints. There you go, you got it. Also, you end your sprints on a Tuesday? That's wild. Ours end on Fridays. I mean, yeah, obviously nobody does Agile the same. It's the same everywhere. But both in places where I have dictated the sprint schedule and in places where the sprint schedule has been dictated to me, I have always worked on sprints that end on Fridays. I don't think I've ever done a midweek sprint end. What is a sprint schedule? Okay, so this comes down to the agile work method. So the idea of an agile work method is that you do short-term bursts of work, basically. So the gist of it is that at the beginning, a sprint is a work period, and it is typically 2 weeks, sometimes 3. It's time. Is it time for the daily stand-up? It's typically 2 weeks, but can be 3 weeks, can be a month. It depends on what every company implements it differently based on their needs. But it's basically to have this discrete period of time where you focus down on a discrete set of work, and then you evaluate your process, and then you start it over again. Typically, at the beginning of a sprint, you'll sit down, you'll plan out the work that you're planning to do over the next period, or over the next sprint. You'll take it to your team, you'll estimate how long you think each of those, you'll decompose all the work into tasks, you'll figure out how long all those tasks will take, you assign all those tasks out to everybody, and then you sort of determine based on how long you've got and how many people you've got on your team, how much of that work is going to get done. Everybody, under ideal circumstances, everybody structures their own sprint. So every person who's working is I'm going to be able to do this much in this period of time. So this is the work that I'm going to commit to do. Over the course of the sprint, everybody works on their stuff. At the end of the sprint, you should have, depending on whether you're in Agile or Kanban. The idea of Kanban is that you reintegrate at the end of every sprint so that you're always in a shippable state. In Agile, the real key is that at the end of every sprint you should have delivered customer value. You may not ship it, but you should have delivered customer value. So there should be some incremental improvement in your core functionality or the system you're working on or what have you at the end of every sprint, because you shouldn't be working on things that don't deliver customer value. And then at the end of the sprint, everybody sits down and they reflect on how that process went. So they talk about the things that went well, the things that didn't go well, what they've learned, what they would revise in process for next time, and then try to reintegrate those changes into the following sprint in order to always continue to improve their their process from week to week in order to build a better work process for everyone. On paper, it sounds great, but in many places it gets implemented. The daily stand-up ends up being an hour long, yes, and the retrospectives don't happen in nearly as many places as they should, so you don't get the update to work process. Or retrospectives happen, but the like proposed improvements are never implemented. Those are problems. But Matt, what about technical debt? Technical debt is built into the process. Working on technical debt doesn't negate your ability to deliver customer value at the end of a sprint. But yes, in many places, Agile just means we divide the work into fortnights and use Jira. And yeah, I don't remember specifically the last time I actually read the book, whether like resolving tech debt can provide customer value. And I guess if you use the razor of like, if we're solving tech debt that delivers customer value, that's worthwhile use of time in a world of diminishing returns. But like sometimes paying down tech debt is just like paying down tech debt. Buzzword, jargon, buzzword. Yes, we've gone deep down the like software dev rabbit hole at this point, I guess. So if you're not a software dev, a lot of these words won't make a ton of sense. Roman is on a similar wavelength to me, which is that you should preserve the principles and the rules can be broken. This was described to me by a mentor I had as there is the philosophy of Agile and there is the religion of Agile, and what you want is the philosophy but not the religion. You want the ideas and principles, you don't necessarily want the doctrine. So you should be adapting the processes and whatnot to your particular workplace and the people on your team, and not just taking the like, this is how you do Agile from the book and implementing it and hoping that just because you've adhered to dogma, you have implemented Agile, because that's how you get a bunch of miserable software devs. Anyhow, just going back to clarify some additional buzzwords. Let's clarify some additional buzzwords since we're talking about it, and I can talk about this. Tech debt. You have probably heard us use the word tech debt. The idea of tech debt is that if you are implementing, say you're implementing some functionality in a system, you do it in a way that makes it work, right? Like maybe that's because you're prototyping it and you come across a solution that works and that gets implemented as an opportunity to like demonstrate the functionality, or you take a shortcut, or you do something in a way that's not best practice, or you do something in a way that's not optimized, and then that implementation just lives on. You never actually go back and fix it because it's like, well, it works. Cool, it's done. We've done the thing. Why do we need to go back and re-architect it so that it's like correctly implemented? It works the way it is. Let's move on to doing the next thing, and then we'll come back and fix that later. And over the course of developing software, that just sort of like piles up. And controlling that is important to the development of quality software. You want like to not have a lot of that, generally. So the idea of like technical debt is where you've done a bunch of implementations, but in order to actually like improve the quality of the software, you should go back and revise how it's done or do it in more graceful ways or whatever. Like, it can mean a whole bunch of different things, but it's basically like the TLDR version of it is suboptimal implementations of things that have never gone back and been corrected. And like some of it's totally natural. Like, you build a system and then you build another system, and when you build the second system, it doesn't talk very well to the first system, and so you do a bunch of things to make those two systems communicate with one another. But that introduces like potential instability or just a lot of bugs that you might need to fix, or a lot of maintenance that's required to keep those two systems talking to one another. Whereas if you were to take those two systems and go back and re-architect them with the intent that they would both work together, you could potentially get, like, organic change over time, even when it's all smart decisions, can lead to needless complexity. Once those two systems are designed, you could go back and re-architect the whole thing in such a way that you were like, okay, we know it's going to need to do this, and we know it's going to need to do this. Let's build it so it does both of those in an efficient way. And that oftentimes doesn't happen because those sorts of situations, like, it's not as valuable to the company to spend the time to go back and fix those systems, or it's not necessarily valuable to the company or they don't perceive the value in going back to fix those systems so that they work gracefully together, and are more interested in spending the incremental upkeep costs than they are on spending the like upfront cost it would cost to go back and rebuild those systems, even if the incremental upkeep costs over time are larger than the cost it would take to go back and rebuild those systems. So sometimes it's a business decision. It's like, we're just going to live in the world we've created. We built it, we made our bed, and now we're going to lie in it. And sometimes it's just like, sometimes it's just sort of like not a priority. Sometimes companies will just live with it. But it generally is seen as a negative. Yay, we whacked all the things. I sort of went off the rails there at the end because I lost my train of thought. Inventory. Moogle medals. Key items. We do have 10. Yeah, thank you for joining my TED Talk.
Welcome, Koopa.
The way of the fist. So Roman asks, because I've never talked with game devs about it, I wonder how differently Agile is used in that industry than in the more systemic enterprise software dev. I have never worked in enterprise, so I cannot offer you a comparison. I've only ever worked... Well, that's not quite true. I did work in like user acceptance testing for enterprise software development at one point, but that was conducted in an extremely waterfall process. Like, there was no agile implementation. There were no sprints. There were no stand-ups to speak of. It was, like, straight up, like, classic waterfall development. And the various implementations of agile have all been different at every game company I've ever worked at based on the scale of the team. So I'm on a multi-100 person team now. That is very, very different from my last job where I was on a 30-person team, and was able to divide the 30-person team into 4 scrum teams. And so I had no scrum team that was larger than 9 people and was running optimal scrum, which was awesome. That process worked really well for a while. So it changes. Hey, we've met Johnny.
You wouldn't happen to be a certain merc that's become the talk of the town?
For my box whacking prowess? Yeah, I have.
I'm Damon. Little more than a humble reporter with the Daily Buzz.
That rag? The one that's always printing awful rumors about the slums?
On the contrary, my dear. We strive to raise awareness of the plight of our undercity brethren. We seek a better future for everyone, rich and poor. Now then, my friends, I find myself in need of your exceptional services for a trifling matter. Are you familiar with the mysterious and notorious bandit known as the Angel of the Slums? She delivers written declarations to her victims, usually Shinra associates, before divesting them of their valuables.
One day I
Everyone
won't punch
knows
my
her.
mic, but today was not that
Everything
day.
she steals, she gives to the poor and needy.
Yes, she's got a knack for public relations. Very popular down here as a result. Nevertheless, she is a criminal and a threat to the public order. I've made it my mission to unmask the villain. But the
Ooh, we have a
locals
villain to
been
unmask.
uncooperative and uncommunicative, to put it mildly. And now that my identity as a reporter has been exposed, my sources have all deserted me. Which brings me to you, Merc of the Hour, and the man who will serve up my scoop.
Okay. Where am I going?
I thought we'd put those days of war and death behind us.
Am I just talking to all these people?
Why, hello! What is it? The guardian angel of the slums? Such a mysterious figure. Always talked about, but never seen by anyone.
The angel gets in and out without being noticed and always leaves a calling card. Maybe a magician.
No, it's no magic trick. It's genuine magic. Rumor has it that the angel is a witch.
Everybody
If
can
rumors
use
are
magic.
rumors, then I've heard that it's actually a monster in disguise.
Well, I could talk all day about the dozens of stories I've heard.
Magic is sold in a shop literally around the corner. Why is magic worth commenting on? What is even a witch in this universe?
Good to see you again, Murray.
Good to see you too, Aerith. I'd heard you found yourself a funny new friend.
Cloud, meet Murray. She knows everything there is to know about the slums. Murray, meet Cloud. He's a former soldier and super strong.
He looks useful enough. The kids have been talking about you. The defender of the secret hideout. And now the hero of the Leaf House is helping the Daily Buzz look for the Angel of the Slums.
I am?
I'm a lover of the whispered word. Not that it's any real secret, considering how chatty the Shinra mutt's been.
Not looking into it for the reporter. I'm doing it for myself. Call it curiosity, whatever.
Or could it be you've fallen under the angel's spell like so many others? Anyway, it so happens that I have some information for you. But I'll need a moment before I can give it to you. Why don't you wait with that reporter of yours?
Alright, let's go wait with the reporter.
Everyone's good at it. But sometimes...
So, any news?
Have you tried talking to Murray at all? She told us that she had some information to share.
Mireille, as in the Mireille? The town gossip? I chased her for days begging for info, but she wouldn't give up a single scrap. So how'd you get the old bird to talk?
But we didn't call her an old bird for one.
That's all.
Then quickly, before you have another, tell us. What do you know about the notorious Angel of the Slums? Has she struck again? Is that it?
I don't know anything about that, but I do know where her hideout is.
Her base of operations? Now that's a scoop! Where is it? Tell me!
Deep in the scrap, at Lookout Point. Hardly anyone goes out there these days. It's the perfect place for a criminal to hole up.
Lookout Point. Got it! I'll check it out right now.
But before you go, I should warn you about this rumor I heard. About a terrible fiend that's claimed the Angel's hideout as its lair.
Oh!
Quite large, lots of teeth, always hungry. I don't know about you, but I'd not go anywhere near that thing.
Lots of teeth.
Well, well, a good reporter knows never to take foolish risks. Plan first, then act. That's every respectable journalist motto.
If it's a plan you're looking for, I'd say you have one right here. Wouldn't you?
So, my good mercenary, if I might impose upon you again, it would be lovely if you investigated Lookout Point for me.
Sure. Why do I suck so much at Name That Voice? Because there's 7.5 billion people on Earth, and they all have different voices. Okay, where are we? Oh, we're headed all the way out there. Ah, well that's why that little area exists. Yeah, but not all of them are voice actors. Well, granted. Oh, right. I have a nail bat to equip. Have I actually gotten to use this nail bat on an enemy yet? It's fine, we're only 2/3 of the way into the stream. Who needs plot anyway, right? Oh, there's... You're just here. Oh, right. That was the locked area that we can't access yet. We all know the plot anyway, but do we? There have been changes.
I've got this.
Oh, that makes a really satisfying noise.
No holding back.
Just go away!
Is that it?
Tunk. Tunk, tunk. What the bus?
This isn't a game. Focus.
Trust me, I'm focused.
Ow! I came in like a wrecking ball.
Allow me.
Alright, let's have a look at it. Normally attacks don't affect its stagger gauge, but inflicting a certain amount of physical damage does make it susceptible to staggering. Furthermore, hitting its wrecking ball with magic attacks will quickly fill its stagger gauge. And of course it's status weak, or elementally weak to electricity. Oh god! I want to attack the Iron Sphere.
Calling fire.
That's quickly? Nope. Hard pass. Whoop. Back up. Abilities. Disorder.
Get ready.
Abilities. Disorder.
Let's get this over with.
How are you looking for spells? Abilities. Okay. Maybe we will actually want to change to abilities, disorder, Romagger, and then bonk it again to get my proficiency bonus. There we go. And then abilities, disorder, Cromagger, and then oh. Okay, well we've acquired disorder now, so that's fine. Let's switch.
Let's switch it up.
I'm coming! Get him! And catch! This one's for you!
Oh my god! What amazing timing on that slow-mo! Oh no! Somebody needs to clip that, please. Oh my god. Oh dear. Woo! Abilities, not abilities, spells. Cure, let's go Cloud first. Then, spells, Cura, Aerith. So evidently, Aerith's, like, attacks count as magical, which is neat. Oh, heck.
That was weird. Let's get serious.
Oh, cool. Just in time for Aerith to be silenced.
That's much better. This one's for you. Get him. One more shot.
Okay, now that we're unsilenced.
Needs more magic. Don't catch a cold.
Okay, and now I can be...
I won't let you down. This one's for you.
Okay, well that did a fair bit of damage.
Keep it together.
I'll show you what I can do.
Look what I can do!
Feeling chilly?
Oh, did she get silenced again?
One more shot.
Steady.
Healing Wind. That seems
Bless
peace.
them with your love and grace.
We like heals.
This one's for you. Get him.
I'm waiting.
One more shot.
I'd love to be unsilenced. You know what I mean? That'd be super sweet. Ah, and then I ran through that cloud again.
This one's for you. Get him. That's it.
Don't step into the pink mist.
I'll put down ice. One more shot.
Deal magic enemies at conjure a ward. Attack spells cast within the ward will automatically be cast twice. Let's try this one.
I'd keep my distance if I were you.
Nope.
Go on. That's it. And catch. This one's for you.
Yikes!
This one's for you!
Abilities. Arcane Ward.
Try using it.
Spells. Blizzard. Iron Sphere.
Feeling chilly?
Oh, that's highly effective. Oh no!
Somebody help me out here? That was weird. I think we're almost done.
Need to heal up.
No, you don't. You need to limit break.
You're as good as dead.
Stay back. One more shot.
Abilities. That, like, home run bat move is hilarious. Ow! Boonk!
Okay.
Not looking good.
Wow. We're kind of pinched here, aren't we?
Back in it.
Ha! Yeah, it does seem like Aerith maybe wants more well, it sort of seems like Aerith wants more spells. Like lightning, yeah. No, that's not the first game over. That was the least controlled game over, though. What with him going whop, whop. Oh! You've even got an open slot. Do we have a level 2 lightning materia that I can just yank from someone else? Can we get a yoink? Do I seriously only have one lightning materia? Or am I just not seeing it? Lightning materia, lightning materia. Level 2 lightning materia, there we go. I just scrolled past it repeatedly.
We could always run away, right?
Deal with that.
Here goes. Go on.
Steady.
This one's for you. Let's get serious.
Stop paying attention to Aerith and pay attention to Cloud, please.
Everything's spinning.
Yeah, run away.
One more shot. Just a little should help. Get him. And catch. This one's for you. Try using it. You jittery?
I'm coming.
Ouch. That's brutal.
Still up for it?
It's okay. I'll do better. That's it.
Alright, but why don't you come over and visit? Come pay attention to me. I can't get through these pools of smoke. There we go. Yeah, that's right. Pay attention to me.
I'm coming.
I won't give up.
Too bright? Yeah. Ah! I think we're almost done. Gotta dig deep for this one. There.
Not looking good.
Okay, that was pretty good.
Here it comes.
Run away! Nope, back we go.
Go on.
Come here, buddy. Come here.
Take the lead.
Sure. However I can help. One more shot. You're still doing okay, right?
It's on
Woof.
So it's my turn?
Abilities. Arcane Ward.
Needs more magic.
Spells. Thundara. Iron Spear. Let's go.
Ha! One more. This one's for you.
Come on.
One more shot.
No way.
Yee.
Try using it. How shocking.
Is that a pun?
Finish him off.
Of all the times.
Go on. This one's for you.
Man, we wasted so much of that. That sucks. Spells. Fire, Iron Sphere. Let's do it. Whoomp.
Calling fire.
Come on, pay attention to me. Look, I'm a diversion.
Don't overdo it.
You did it? Why can't I? That's much better.
Maybe don't step forward into paralyzing smog when you cast. Yeah, that was shock blocked is exactly right.
Get him!
Doop,
One more
Doop.
shot!
doop, 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 doop.
This one's for you!
I appreciate how long the ward lasts. That's awesome.
This one. How shocking!
Zap.
Okay then. Guess we should look around.
Okay. And the... Oh, I lost my progress on disorder. Oh no. Does that mean I lost my assess on this thing? Return to checkpoint C. Chapter 8, The Man in Black. You will not lose any Can I check my assess? The game over screen said I'd keep my enemy intel. What was this? The Crowmogger? Is that what I just fought? It has not been assessed. That sucks. I read that as saying that I would not lose my progress. Let's see what this does. Now the real question is, where is it reloading me? What I should have done is created a manual save.
I want to grow up and be just like Jesse.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Have you ever seen a grown man cry?
I want to become strong just like you. We'll be here whenever you want to play.
That stings. Well, this is less worse. I was borderline like, all right, cool, I'm calling it for tonight. We'll come back and do this all again tomorrow. But thankfully, this is less worse. So I'm going to take a quick break and make sure that I mute my mic and step off camera and get a fresh drink and go to the bathroom. And then we'll come back and do the back half of the stream again. I'll see you in a minute. And I'm back. Hello again. How's it going, everybody? Let's play Whack-a-Box. Oh, I forgot to re-equip my weapon. Yeah, I did whack this box, and then I reset all my progress. So my high score is back to 15,000, and I don't have the stuff.
Get ready.
Does this mean we get to talk about Agile again? Only if you want. We're back to Whack-A-Box AMA. Did we think to check if Pro-Mega shows up elsewhere? We did not. Absolutely we didn't.
Brace yourself.
Okay, so question: what is a product owner anyway? So in the Scrum methodology, there are two key roles in a given Scrum team. There is the product owner, and there is the Scrum master. Under sort of optimal implementations of Scrum, these are two separate people. You generally don't want them to be the same. It's possible, but it's not ideal, because you want a little bit of tension between them. The role of the product owner is to be the voice of the customer. That doesn't necessarily mean like the person buying, although often it does. Oh, you were just riffing. All right. Well, now this is for people who don't know. So the product owner is meant to be the voice of the customer, whereas the Scrum Master is the person whose job it is to keep the Scrum team on track and working. Oftentimes, what you'll find is in the context of like an entertainment design team, oftentimes the product owner will be like the director, or the feature director, the person who's responsible for like the execution or the design of the product, so to speak. Whereas the Scrum Master will be like the producer, whose job it is to just keep everybody on track and make sure that things are executing well. But that's not always how it's divided. That's not necessarily how it's divided. The product owner doesn't, strictly speaking, have to be a member of the team. The product owner can sort of drop in and out. Whereas the Scrum Master is like a permanent fixture of the Scrum, because their job is to make sure that the Scrum happens. That's the gist of it.
I'm strong just like you. Wanna play some Whack-A-Box?
My heart's not in Whack-A-Box anymore. So anyhow, Whack-A-Box AMA. Whack-A-Box no longer brings that sparkle to my eye. You're quite right. No! To a happier topic, you vaguely remember me saying on an earlier stream that I considered getting a dog. Yes! Actually, I have applied to a breeder I've got my name on a list now for consideration for a litter of golden retrievers that is scheduled to arrive in May. Whether or not I'll be selected to receive a puppy is still up in the air, because the breeder hasn't started, at least as far as I know, hasn't started inviting applicants. But I am looking at getting a puppy, yeah. I was brought here by the clip of Eris getting bonked. Well, congratulations, you'll get to see it happen live because I inadvertently reset an hour of game progress.
Let's do this.
Yeah, oh no indeed. But it's true, it happened.
That'll do.
There we go, there's my 30k. Plus, you get to enjoy us playing Whack-A-Box. Which is everybody's favorite game is Whack-A-Box, obviously. We don't even need to play the rest of it, it's all about Whack-A-Box. Oh, I broke 40! That's a new high score. Why is Whack-A-Box? Whack-A-Box is because we have a bunch of little kids that have challenged us to a game of Whack-A-Box. Yeah, look at all those rewards. Alright, so we can go over to Moggy.
See anything you like?
I have 4. So, let's update the count. How many do I need? There are 3 I need to buy. So, whack. Whack. There we go. So, we're at 1. Now if I refresh Nightbot, I can actually adjust the count to what I want it to be. 2, whack count. The count is, we have 4, I need 11. We have 4. That's the important part. Oh, right. Ha! Don't use the numpad, Wiggins. Okay, so now, yeah, we need 11 more. So now, starting with the first Moogle medal I receive, so don't do it when we start, but do it at the end, we can start counting Moogle medals.
We'll be here whenever you want to play.
Yes, I want to play a game of Whack-A-Box. All right, I'm brute forcing Whack-A-Box again, AMA. We are no longer whacking boxes. The boxes will go unwhacked at this point. I should probably get some points on the clock just to make sure. There we go. All right, what do you want to know? It's time to get to know me. Somebody posted the clip of Eris getting whacked, but didn't actually link me on the tweet, I guess. Here I was gonna go, like, retweet it, but I guess not. How am I doing? I've been better. I didn't have an amazing day, and then I reset my progress like an hour in. Oh, it may have been you posting it in Discord. Aha! Yeah, that'll do it. How do we think they're going to do part 2 of this in terms of, like, continuing your progress from part 1? I don't know. I actually don't know how I'm going to, like, I don't know how this game is going to end, right? Like, I have a pretty good idea where this game ends, but I don't have any idea how this game ends. And so it's, Oh, you mean the Surge Discord? You posted this in the Surge Discord, did you? Or is it the Lure Discord? Oh, you came from the Surge Discord. Okay.
Come back again soon, okay? Pinky swear?
All right, we can get a whack now.
Wanna play some Whack-A-Box?
Yeah, we better play some Whack-A-Box. Anyhow, so, like, I have no idea. The ostensible way they have said they're going to do this as standalone games. So I don't even know, like, maybe they're going to plan to carry progress over from one game to the next, but I don't actually know that they're going to do that. Nemrin asks, they're going to have to do the date, right? I don't think this game is going to get that far. Yeah, I think it's extremely likely that Final Fantasy VII 2, Final Fantasy VII Remake 2, will be on the PS5. I don't expect that it will be. I don't expect that it will be in this, like, on the PS4 at all. And if it is, it will be like a dual release, which will make transferring your save data from one game to the next even more problematic. But in, like, Final Fantasy 13, 1, 2, and 3, there was no save data transfer between those. They were each standalone, like, games. Final Fantasy VII Remake 2. We're trending dangerously close to Kingdom Hearts naming schemes. We are. But I didn't do this. Square did. I mean, it may be that they're tracking stuff that you do in this game with the intent of having a save file import in some way, but I don't know.
Whack, whack, whack.
Kingdom Hearts and Final Fantasy are definitely the same company, yes.
We'll be here whenever you want to play.
So, Final Fantasy X, 10-2, Final Fantasy 13, 13-2, 13-3 weren't episodes. Technically, neither are these the way Square is describing it. Like, Square has said that the Final Fantasy VII Remake will take the form of multiple standalone games. They are not describing it as episodes. They are describing it as multiple standalone games. And so, Final Fantasy VII Remake 2 is not, strictly speaking, Final Fantasy VII Remake Episode 2, despite the fact that it's carrying on the plot from the original Final Fantasy VII, ostensibly. Yeah, this game is named Final Fantasy VII Remake, not Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 1. So, like, I mean, I obviously haven't finished it, right? I'm 15 hours into the game. I'm 14 hours into the game, and so I won't be able to actually formulate a strong opinion about where this game is, like, where this series is going until I've finished and know what the, like, how much plot we cover and where this game leaves off at the end. So, like, who knows? Who knows? I don't. We'll have to get there. But first, we have to finish all of our Whack-A-Box. Did we get our whack counter on the last round? It doesn't look like it. Whack 5. I think we're actually at whack 6, though.
We'll be here whenever you feel like playing.
Oh. Wrong menu. Inventory. Key items. 7. I have 7 Moogle medals. So I'm going to just count that up. 7. There we go. Updated. It's been updated in the back end.
Wanna play some Whack-A-Box?
We need 7. We're going to 15. There is an issue. So, like, I don't know. There are a lot of ways this whole series could go, right? Like my question is, yeah, they have done, like, they've got character models for the main cast, but there's, in order to, like, get out to the amount of stuff that is actually in Final Fantasy VII, at this level of fidelity, there is an enormous amount of asset creation that would still be required in order to support the full, like, Final Fantasy VII experience. Because there's just so much. Like, they have the game engine, but, like, all the maps, all the areas, all the additional characters that they have yet to do, all the writing. Like, just off the top of my head, there is a huge amount of work, just in terms of, like, content creation, for, oh yeah, a massive number of the mobs, for the remainder of the game. And that's assuming that Square doesn't do the typical Square thing and revisit all the gameplay from iteration to iteration. Because if they are doing each one of these as standalone 50-hour games, so to speak, it is going to be very difficult from a marketing, like a sales and marketing point of view, for the development team to be able to justify not updating the gameplay from iteration to iteration. And, like, using the same core battle system, but introducing new systems on top of it, and developing, you know, additions and things to differentiate each game in that series. You know, Final Fantasy 13, 13-2, and 13-3, like, those games are all using similar underlying technology because they're all based on Final Fantasy 13, but each one of them plays fundamentally differently from each other. All the UI is different. All the gameplay systems are different. They are not, like, Final Fantasy X-2 is fundamentally a different game with a whole bunch of technical additions, beyond just content and story, that were not in Final Fantasy, or 13-2, that were not in Final Fantasy 13. So I expect that will be a similar case with this, particularly if they do make the jump from PS4 to PS5. I think Final Fantasy VII 2 for PS5, when it comes out 5 years from now, is going to have a significant amount of gameplay additions, in addition to trying to keep up with all of the additional stuff that's in Final Fantasy VII. Yeah, the big problem Final Fantasy VII Remake really suffers from is, well, the corporate decision on Final Fantasy VII Remake, which was that, yeah, just remaking the game they already had with the systems they already had and just up-resing basically doing it as a significant, but if they had just done it as a remaster, like, rewrite the script, recreate all the assets at a higher level of fidelity, that would still have been an enormous amount of work, but it would have saved them having to, like, redesign all the gameplay systems twice. But yeah, I think they've made a lot of good choices in terms of making this game. I think the complications of, like, a AAA budget and the expectations of a AAA game in the modern age show, because what made a AAA game like Final Fantasy VII when the original Final Fantasy VII came out are very different from the things that made a AAA game now in the year of our Lord 2020. And so the scope of this game and where they're spending that scope is fundamentally different, and I think that leads to a lot of the reasons where they're like, trying to remake all of Final Fantasy VII at this level of fidelity is not practical. And they're right.
Wanna play some whack-a-box?
But I would have been perfectly happy with a remaster. Although I can understand, again, why they wouldn't want to do it. This is one of those things where, like, they had to remake so much of the game that they, like, deciding to just remake all of it makes sense. Is Final Fantasy VII the longest of the Final Fantasy games? Not by a long shot. Final Fantasy VII, like the original Final Fantasy VII, is relatively easily completed in about 40 hours. Like if you just do the core story and not much else. It is relatively easy to beat under level 50. Like you can breeze through that. Like it is not even a difficult game. You can basically breeze through it. Whereas like, I don't know, Final Fantasy VIII is not very long. Final Fantasy VIII was about 60 hours. I think I guess it would be closer to 80 hours if you, yeah, 11 is the longest, or 14. That doesn't count. Like, without the, yeah, 8 is really easy or really hard depending on how you know, how you play it. But 8 is probably like 60 to 80 hours if you were to do everything. Final Fantasy VII is probably about 70 hours if you want to do everything. Final Fantasy IX is like 60 hours if you want to do everything. Final Fantasy X, I put 135 hours into a single playthrough of that game. Final Fantasy X is huge. And like the mini games are such an enormous time investment.
We'll be here whenever you feel like playing.
Technically, as Zandai, Final Fantasy XI has a subtitle. It is Final Fantasy XI Online. And Final Fantasy XIV also has a subtitle. It is Final Fantasy XIV... Well, I guess originally it had a different name, but Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn, on its re-release. Comeback 323 asks, so why are we doing this? The answer is because I need 15 Moogle medals. And this is an easy way to grind Moogle medals that requires relatively little effort. I currently have 9, so we have to do this a couple more times. One of my friends at university tried to get me into Final Fantasy X, and she adored it, but I was too Halo-y to care at the time. Clearly saved so much time playing just playing Halo. So you don't, like, again, you can beat Final Fantasy X in probably about 50 hours, like, just playing straight through. Maybe even less, like, probably even less. Probably, again, under 40 hours if you just play straight through it. It's just that all the extra content is, like, bloats the duration of that game dramatically. The big one is, like, you have to win a season of Blitzball in Final Fantasy X for one of the late game unlocks, and that takes an immense amount of time. And then you have to jump. You have to jump to 200 lightning bolts. Yeah, and like winning the season of Blitzball is the easy one. The dodging 200 lightning bolts takes an hour or so to do. Like, it doesn't take forever to do it, but it is like, that takes, you know, you're gonna fail. So you're gonna have to do it a bunch. The Chocobo run took me 2 weeks trying every day to complete. The Chocobo race is miserable and I hate it.
Pinky swear? Wanna play some Whack-A-Box?
Yeah, you gotta make a robot to do the lightning jumps for you. I have done it by hand. Like, I have definitely, like, jumped all 200 lightning bolts myself in the past without a robot. But it's not fun. Yeah, the Chocobo race takes a lot of effort. It's very quick. Like, the actual race is like a minute long. But it is extremely difficult. Unless you're lucky. Yeah, it's less effort with the speed up tools now, but I haven't played it with the, like, with fast mode. It is straight luck. I've commented before that the Chocobo race in Final Fantasy X is the only game element I've ever played that actually resulted in me getting so angry I broke a piece of technology, and it was because I whipped a controller at the ground. I got so mad. I had run the entire race. I was under time, and as I was like one step away from crossing the finish line, a bird descended vertically out of the sky from above the finish line, beamed my chocobo, caused my chocobo to stagger, and I fell across the line with like 0.03 seconds on the clock. Like it was as close to a perfect run as you could imagine, and the game was just like, no, you don't get to win this time, and stop me. And I got so mad, I pitched my controller to concrete floor and cracked it.
Whack, whack, whack. We'll be here whenever you want to play. Well, what do you think? Do I have what it takes?
Okay, we're 11. 4 more box runs. I know this is just thrilling to watch. I'm sorry. But we gotta do it, right?
We'll be here whenever you feel like playing. Wanna play some Whack-A-Box?
Sure. Favorite non-Final Fantasy JRPGs? Time to split screen tech and have half the stream be Animal Crossing. No doubt, hey. Favorite non-Final Fantasy JRPGs? I mean, Chrono Trigger is an obvious answer. Super Mario RPG, I really like. Now I'm trying to think. Chrono Cross is great. I'm drawing a total blank. I'm trying to think of what I even played. I really like the Kingdom Hearts games. I've never really gotten into Persona, so like I can't honestly say that Persona counts. The only Breath of Fire I've played is Dragon Quarter, and I wasn't taken with it. Apparently, I just don't play very many JRPGs. Actually, like I own lots. I'm looking down my my list of looking at my cabinet of games here, and it's like, well, I got Breath of Fire, Dragon Quarter, just for PS2. We've got Dragon Quest VIII. We have Disgaea 2. Front Mission 4. What else have we got in here? Kingdom Hearts games. Persona 4. The Suikoden's. The Xenosaga titles. So, like, I have lots, at least for PS2. But I just, like, I don't know. I just sort of never... It's mostly the Final Fantasy games that I played. But Chrono Trigger, I've played Chrono Trigger extensively. I've played Super Mario RPG extensively. I played Golden Sun a little bit and sort of fell off it, but it was pretty good. Yeah, what's over there? I like Final Fantasy. What would I say are my top 5 or 10 games? That would be very difficult to answer. So, like, I can give you my top 10 of the decade, of the 2010s, because I ranked them. Super Metroid rates as one of my all-time favorites. All-time favorites. Halo ODST probably rates as one of my all-time favorites. Final Fantasy, the original Final Fantasy VII, truthfully, probably rates as one of my all-time favorites. Problem is, I don't have all these games. Like, I don't have all the games to look at in front of me, so it becomes very difficult. My top 10 of the 2010s, I will give you, were my honorable mentions. I had 3 honorable mentions. Was the original Destiny, the whole thing, as characterized by the Taken King, all of World of Warcraft, up to and including Cataclysm, and all of Halo, like all of the Halo franchise, is like on my honorable mentions list. My top 10 of the 2010s were Civ 5, Threes, Portal 2, The Last of Us, the Tomb Raider reboot, just the first one, Uncharted 4, Titanfall 2, Alien Isolation, Horizon Zero Dawn, and Marvel's Spider-Man were my top 10 of the 2010s. Up to TTK, or with Siva Fun Times. Like, all of Destiny, all of the original Destiny was, like, legit. I was super into it. I characterize it by the Taken King because that was the one I played the most of, but I continued playing on beyond it. But things are my favorite games ever. You know what? The original, or not the original, because it was the second one in its franchise, Star Wars Rogue Leader was probably... I would probably rate that as one of my, like, all-time favorites. Just by nature of how much time I put into it around that era. I played the Jesus out of that game. Okay, this should take us to... That should be 15 now, right?
We'll be here whenever you feel like playing.
It really feels like you're peeling back reality when you do that. Well, a little bit. Okay, inventory. Key items. 16! Ah! We did one more than I needed to. Well, now I've got a Moogle medal to spare.
Welcome, Kupo.
I buy it. Yes. I buy it. Yes. I buy it. Yes, there we go.
Thanks, you guys. I've got a whole mountain of Moogle medals now. Soon I'll be able to make everyone here super happy.
I'm so thrilled
That's
for you.
wonderful. So, like Mog the Moogle, you'll be able to make all our hopes and dreams come true?
Not just yours, Kupo. The wishes of every single person in the slums.
It's a lot of wishes.
Lots of people in Midgard love to collect Moogle medals, you know. They'll pay anything to get their hands on more. I'm using the money to set up more shops all throughout the slums, Kupo. I'm giving jobs to the other kids and making life better for everyone here. And that's how I'll make everyone happy.
That's one way of doing it, Kupo.
And I've got extra happiness for you two.
So what's to stop us
Extra
from selling
happiness.
directly to these collectors?
Moogle magic, Kupo?
Next time, keep your plans to yourself.
Thanks, you guys. By working together, I know we can make the world a happier place.
I am super on board. I commented on it the first time we were here, but super on board with Cloud trying to undercut a child in the Moogle costume on his lucrative Moogle medal sales plan. Is it still child labor if they're self-employed? Okay, so. Oh, okay. We appear to have not lost too much progress, actually, because it was the Angel of the Slums that I was on as a mission. So that's good. And yes, I will save before we go into that fight again. Oh, wrong way. We have to go back and talk to Johnny. All right, have a good night, C. Dustin. Thank you for coming by.
You wouldn't happen to be a certain merc that's become the talk of the town?
Why, yes.
I'm Damon. Little more than a humble reporter with the Daily Buzz.
That rag? The one that's always printing awful rumors about the slums?
On the contrary, my dear. We strive to raise awareness of the plight of our undercity brethren. We seek a better future for everyone, rich and poor. Now then, my friends, I find myself in need of your exceptional services for a trifling matter. Are you familiar with the mysterious and notorious bandit known as the Angel of the Slums? She delivers written declarations to her victims, usually Shinra associates, before divesting them of their valuables.
Everyone knows her. Everything she steals, she gives to the poor and needy.
Yes, she's got a knack for public relations. Very popular down here as a result. Nevertheless, she is a criminal and a threat to the public order. I've made it my mission to unmask the villain, but the locals have been uncooperative and
I like this guy's hat.
to put it mildly.
It's a good hat.
Now that my identity as a reporter has been exposed, my sources
Oh yes,
are
and
all
don't forget to
discovered.
equip lightning.
Which brings me to you, work of the hour, and the man who will serve up my scoop.
All right. Well, now we know who we need to go talk to as well, so that's handy.
Good to see you again, Murray.
Good to see you too, Eric. I've heard you found yourself a funny new friend.
Cloud, meet Murray. She knows everything there is to know about the slums. Murray, meet Cloud. He's a former soldier and super strong.
He looks useful enough. The kids have been talking about you. The defender of the
Okay, so his voice was in an anime commercial
Now
I've
the
seen.
hero of the Leaf House is helping
Huh.
the Daily Buzz look for the Angel of the Slums.
I am?
I'm a lover of the whispered word. Not that it's any real secret, considering how chatty
Ooh.
the Shinra mutt's been.
Not looking into it for the reporter. I'm doing it for myself.
Yeah, elemental lightning on Cloud would be
Or
good.
could it
You're
be
right.
fallen under the angel's spell like so many others? Anyway, It
Although I
so
don't think I
happens
have
that
linked
some
slots
information for you.
on Cloud's
But I
weapon
need a moment before
for
I can
this
give it
fight.
to you. Why don't you wait with that reporter of yours?
All right, let's go back and wait with the reporter. Does lightning elemental accessory not give you? Oh, I totally don't. But we should be on the nail bat again. Although I could probably switch to one that does. Like the Cligginess bracelet. But yeah, I would expect that putting it on the armor would give him resistance to electricity rather than on the weapon. I could check real quick and see. Cloud doesn't have any upgrade points, but we could check and see if there's a link slot on the bat. Although I'm pretty sure there's not. Yeah, no dice. No dice!
It's always a pleasure to speak with those
So, any news?
Have you tried talking to Marae at all?
Buster Sword has a link slot, but I want to use the bat.
Mireille, as in the Mireille? The town gossip? I chased her for days begging for info, but she wouldn't give up a single scrap. So how'd you get the old bird to talk?
This old bird had a change of heart, that's all.
Then quickly, before you have another, tell us, what do you know about the notorious angel of the slums? Has she struck again? Is that it?
I don't know anything about that, but I do know where her hideout is.
Her base of operations? Now that's a scoop! Where is it? Tell me!
Deep in the scrap.
I'm not clear on why this monster at Lookout Point is the angel of the slum, but
Lookout Point. Got it! I'll check it out right now.
But before you go, I should warn you about this rumor I heard.
oh, because there's a terrible fiend that has claimed the angel's hideout as its lair.
Quite large, lots of teeth, always hungry. I don't know about you, but I'd not go anywhere near that thing.
Well,
I don't think it had any teeth.
well, a good reporter knows never to take foolish risks. Plan first, then act. That's every respectable journalist motto.
So clearly she is the angel of the scrap, right?
I'd say you have one right here, wouldn't you?
So, my good mercenary, if I might impose upon you again, it would be lovely if you investigated Lookout Point for me.
All right. Let's make a trip to Makeout Point. Oh, I could give Lightning Elemental to Aerith, though. Because we can do that. And we can do that. And then we can swap that for a lightning materia. And then we can do elemental. Lightning, elemental, auto cure, which can stay on her, that's fine.
I wish I could have helped build.
Paraveil, thanks for streaming, man. Gotta get out of bed to try and sort out my bizarre social isolation sleeping patterns. Well, I'm happy to help. Whatever gets you out of bed. Do you have any more requests of me?
I hope you will continue to help me gather vital information for my research.
I will certainly try.
I look forward to receiving all of your future battle intel submissions.
Gramps has been feeling a lot better ever since he heard about what happened.
Oh, right, I should save. That's a thing I should do. I I went the wrong way. This isn't the way I meant to go. But since I'm here... There we go. All right. That's a long save. Dang. All right. Run. All these Moogle medals coming up the works. Very good. Very good. Chat, you entertain me as much as... probably more, frankly, than I entertain you. Are you telling me you're not entertained by watching me stand there and... Oh, hey, a bench. Oh. I don't want to use that bench. To heck with that bench. We really haven't incremented the bench counter much tonight. It's been a slow night for resting on benches.
Get back.
I can fight too, you know.
Now. Yikes, that was a lot of abilities. Disorder. Hedgehog pie. Bonk.
Let's go.
We want to go to the right. This way. This way? This way. Ready to go? Ready as we'll ever be.
Man, come on.
Come get me.
Keep it together.
Here goes.
Ooh, look at that. Dang. Woo, that was close.
It's your turn.
Let's do this.
Bonk. Bonk. Pay attention to me. I'm a diversion. I'm a diversion. Pay attention to me. I'm a diversion. Oh, yeah. Assess.
Allow me.
All right, we've assessed it. There we go. Then also, I want to do...
No holding back.
Oh, not that. Dink. Abilities. Disorder. Prologer. Get those proficiency bonuses in.
So it's my turn?
Ah!
Go on!
Yeah, that's right. Go pay attention to Cloud. Abilities. Arcane Ward. Aerith.
Needs more magic.
Spells. Thundara. Iron Sphere.
Too bright.
Zap.
I'm
Zap again. Run away.
Get him! I think we're almost done.
Watch this.
Abilities. Disorder.
Get ready.
No! Cloud, you fool. It was a quick stagger.
It's on
You're
you.
not
I'll
wrong.
take care of him.
Stop chasing me.
You've got this.
My turn. Time to burn. Deal with that.
Okay, there we go. Much better. Oh, that's awkward.
You'll feel better in a second. It's your turn.
All right.
Whee! Yeah, that's what we do. We just change which character I'm in control of to manipulate the uses of auto cure. Come get me. Come on. Right over here.
That's much better. Stay back.
Abilities. Disorder. Ah! Interrupted.
Wait, seriously?
Yikes.
Go on.
Oh no, oh no, oh no. Ooh, I'm running shy on
I'm
Phoenix
here.
Downs.
This time.
Just taking a little break.
Won't last long.
No! Bad timing, Cloud.
I'll show you what I can do. I'll take care of you.
Okay, there we
You've got
go.
this.
Great.
Abilities, disorder. There we go. Now we've learned the ability. That was what I wanted to do.
Keep it together.
I'm coming.
Spells, Thundara, Iron Sphere. Sick. Now do it again.
One more shot.
Oh, let's wait until that stagger wears off. Have I tried Eris's refocus limit yet? No, I haven't.
Try using it. Too bright? A bonus. Hey, you ready?
Gotcha.
Get him.
Abilities. Triple slash. No! Not the Iron Sphere. Abilities. Triple slash. Oh, awkward. Aerith, please don't get killed.
Go on.
It's on you.
So it's my turn?
Partition your ATB gauge into 3 segments, allowing faster charge accumulation. Neat.
Bless them with your love and grace.
Going all out.
This might be it.
Come on.
Alright, let's try and get his attention over here.
One more shot. Can you take over for me?
Take it over.
Ah, what a pain.
Okay.
I'm coming.
That it?
Let's get serious. You jittery? One more.
Okay, let's do that again.
And catch. This one's for you.
Oh, that killed it. All right, cool.
There you go. Guess we should look around.
All right, good night, Debore. Thank you for stopping in.
The guardian angel of the slums will collect your offering on behalf of the poor.
This must be one of her calling cards.
I don't see anything else interesting. Let's head back and tell him what we found.
I guess we return.
I can't believe it! You found one of her calling cards! This is the genuine article, I'm sure of it. Pinned by the angel herself.
So this is one of her famous warnings.
It's an incredible find. Oh, was that all?
Hold on. Looks like there's something else. A message. To the nosy Shinra reporter sniffing around, I was planning to teach you a lesson you would never forget. However, by the grace of your mercenary friend, you were spared that lesson. But next time he might not be around to save you. You would be wise to watch your step.
Not just a message from the angel. A warning.
The angel tried to murder him.
If the Merc here hadn't bailed you out, that fiend in the scrap would have ripped you to shreds. Sorry about that, friend. Here I was, just trying to help you out. But instead, my kindness almost got you
Violently killed.
Now. No harm, no foul, right? In any case, I hope this narrowly averted tragedy won't discourage you from sharing information with me in the future.
Hey, everybody! The angel left another calling card! She's gonna rip up Don Corneo!
It's about damn time!
Don Corneo's no easy mark. I can't wait to see how this goes down.
Excuse me, I'm a reporter for the Daily Buzz and...
So much for my reward.
Here, why don't you take this? Oh, and no need to thank me. Let's just say it slipped out of that reporter's pocket.
Yeah.
Can't call it theft if you're just claiming what you're owed. Am I right? Well done, Mr. Merc. You certainly lived up to your reputation.
All right, so the real question of the day is, who voices Don Corneo?
Call it a day.
Getting late, huh?
You've been working so hard you lost track of time.
Had to. The pace sucked.
Because they didn't know if you were worth it yet. But now they do.
Now they do.
Come on, let's go home.
Alrighty, let's go home. There was speculation, I recall, on the internet around about the time that... Oh, actually, I can switch back off the bat now. Nail bat to Buster Sword? Buster Sword, yes. There's speculation around the voice of Don Corneo as to whether he was Mark Hamill or not when the initial trailer released, but he is not, sadly. Aw, but nail that. I know, it makes such a satisfying noise, doesn't it? Ooh, yeah, that music hit.
Hello, Aerith.
What do you want?
Haven't seen him before. He your new boy toy?
He's my bodyguard, if you must know.
Wait a minute. Those eyes. Is he the one who beat up Reno?
And what if I am?
Need to cross my T's, dot my I's, that's all.
Oh, are we getting in another fight?
Cloud,
There is an arena
you can't
here.
be. Rude's not a bad person, really.
No, I'm not bad. But like it or not, I sometimes have to do bad things.
I like Rude.
Don't take it personal.
You Turks are all the same. All bark, no bite.
You're one to talk.
No need to get rough.
Ow!
Anytime now.
What? Well, that didn't work. I'm pretty sure my sword just, like,
Leave us alone.
cut Aerith in half. Ow! Alright, abilities. Assess.
Best do it right.
Okay, he is weak to wind. Wind attacks rapidly fill a stagger gauge, which would be great if I had any wind magic on my person whatsoever.
Gotta get a little payback for my partner.
Come on, then.
There we go. That's what we're looking for. Yeah, keep it up, Rude.
Soldier.
This attack is hilarious.
Second wind.
Boy, I didn't get my block up there fast enough.
I see you. Anytime now.
Wow, yikes. Yeah, the fact that he throws you into Aerith is hilarious. No, 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 no. Wow, he really does not want me to counter. He's got my number something fierce here.
Let's do this.
Let's channel my Dark Souls. Is that even evadable? Yeah, nothing but tactical rolls is right. No! Oh, I broke his glasses.
So, you had enough yet?
No, I don't believe that I have.
We did assess Rude.
Stop it.
Can't. It's my job.
Then think about changing careers.
Cloud's pretty strong, isn't he?
I didn't check to see if there's anything stealable on him. Oh, he has a mega potion on him that I can steal.
Not looking good.
You're mine.
How's that payback working out for you?
Better than expected.
Ow!
Get him!
I thought you were more rough.
No. This is self-defense.
Thank you, Aerith.
Get ready.
Yes! The fact that Disorder interrupts is amazing. What the heck? Oh, no. Awkward. This game is goofy as all get out. It's great.
I see you.
Thank you. Oh no, he didn't do it. Ouch.
Gotta be careful.
Okay, you know what, Rude? You're done here.
Please, just leave us alone.
You know I can't do that.
Yes! Amazing.
Hey there, partner. I'm sure you're having the time of your life, but we're needed on standby for a job. It's something about Sector 7. So get your ass back here now.
Understood.
Got somewhere else to be?
Apparently so. Go home and stay there.
You know I can't do that.
Huh?
Well, that was a thrill, wasn't it? Is there anything around this battlefield? All right, my favorite like piece of Final Fantasy VII related reporting today was the article from Kotaku that was like, Cloud can't close doors. It's one of those like glaringly obvious things in this game. It's just a limitation of the game systems they built. But he leaves every door open. He's literally incapable of closing doors unless it's in a cutscene. Where'd you go, Aerith? Oh! Ha! Look at that! There is a piece of materia here in the garden.
You talking to the...
Shh. So, yeah. It was that kind of day.
Xandai, technically Aerith is 22.
Let's go. Shouldn't keep Mom waiting.
Hey, what'd they say?
Good work today, guys. Kidding. They didn't say a word. But, you know, Never mind. It's not like you'd believe me after all.
I think Cloud is like 23.
Probably not.
Oh, Cloud's 21.
Tell me anyway.
Really?
Yeah.
It won't be much longer now. The flowers, they have something important to tell us. Something they need to share with us. At least, that's the feeling I get. But before they can, there's a final step that has to be taken. Otherwise, we won't hear them. Maybe I should just give up. Honestly, it's what I do best.
Could have fooled me. From what I've seen, you're no quitter.
Well, today's special. That's why I've been working my butt off.
What's so special about it?
Okay, time to go.
Learn to talk to her.
Yeah, Cloud, you tell those flowers. You tell them good.
Good work today, guys?
That's the spirit.
Right, but let me loot the materia. What type of materia are you? MP up. So yeah, anyhow, the cast of Final Fantasy VII is remarkably old for a JRPG. Everybody says oh, the world's being saved by a group of spiky-haired teenagers, but in fact none of the primary cast are teenagers. Well, no, that's not quite true. Yuffie is a teenager, but Cloud is 21 and Tifa's 20. Aerith is 22. Sid is only 31. Which is hilarious because his whole thing in the original Final Fantasy VII is I'm too old for this shit. I'm an old man. I've aged out of my world-saving days. I've had an entire career of space exploration and descended into drunken belligerence in my old failure age. And he's not even the oldest person in the party. Yeah, Barrett is the oldest at 35.
You're heading in already?
No, yes?
Nah, not quite yet.
Is there anywhere else to go? Yes, we're heading in.
You're heading in already?
Excuse me, Nanaki is 48. Alright, fine. Yeah. I'll grant you that.
Where have you two been? I've been worried sick.
Sorry. We got a little sidetracked.
Dinner's ready, in case you're wondering.
Ah, great.
But before we sit down, I want you to make up the guest room.
Gotcha. Take a load off, okay?
And you!
Judging by those eyes, I'm guessing you're a soldier.
Ex-soldier.
I hate to ask, but would you leave tonight without any fuss, no questions? You boys made a trade, a normal life, for power. You can't have it both ways.
I'm back!
Good! Now, I hope you're hungry.
Starving, right?
I've never been so proud. The man you've become.
Oh, hey, it's this flashback. Cloud's mom's name is Claudia.
You know, there's all kinds of temptations in the big city. I'd feel a lot better if I knew you'd found a good girl. One who'd make sure you didn't get into trouble.
I love it.
I can take care of myself.
Yeah, Claudia Strife.
An older, more mature girl that could keep you on the straight and narrow and tell you when you're being a silly goose. That's the perfect type for you, I'd say.
Yes, it's Claudia, I'm sure.
Don't want to overstay my welcome.
There we go. Alrighty, so I'm going to call it there for obvious reasons. Thank you for going with me on this incredibly circuitous journey to a plot point this evening. I am sorry to say that the previous two Final Fantasy VII VODs still haven't finished processing out of YouTube. Episode 2 is currently stuck at 95%, and Episode 3 is currently stuck at 32%. I'm sure they'll be there in the morning, but if you have not seen my YouTube channel, it's right here. I'm linking it in chat. YouTube. That is where the VODs go. This is where the VODs live, and so you will be able to see them there. You can also find it linked in the down below at the bottom of my stream page. Additionally, if you're not already following me on Twitter, you know where to go. Linked in the chat is my Twitter handle. It's also linked in the down below. That is twitter.com/Matt_LRR. That is where I post go live notifications and general thoughts on life. Thirdly, I would, of course, like to thank everybody who tuned in this evening. Thank you to everybody who subscribes. Thank you to everybody who follows. Everyone who cheers. Thank you to everybody who chats and everybody who just hangs out and lurks. It is a genuine thrill to stream for you each and every day. I will be back tomorrow here on twitch.tv/Wiggins. Same Matt time, same Matt channel. That will be 6:30 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time on tomorrow, Tuesday, April the 14th, and we will continue the story of the Final Fantasy VII Remake then. The last thing is to have a look, see which of our friends are online, and maybe engage in a throw. And the Heather's online, so I'm going to just pitch all to Heather. So, raid Lunar Jade. There you go. Hop aboard the raid train. You can go camp out in Heather's channel for a while, and hopefully you enjoy. She is playing Animal Crossing New Horizons. Alrighty. Have a great night, everybody. I will see you back here tomorrow. So long.